What's up, guys? We're back again, ready to reach 3,400 trophies in the Goblin Queen's Journey. Clash Royale's made a lot of changes to the new cards, and I've built a new best deck for the game mode. With this deck, you have ample Goblin cards to charge your Goblin Queen ability. So you'll be charging through with the Goblin Giant at the bridge when you have a fully charged ability all day long. And we made an adjustment, putting an Evolved Tesla instead of Goblin Cage. You can still use Goblin Cage, but Evolved Tesla allows you to destroy all the balloon decks. Especially with Dark Goblin and Goblin Curse, it's a free win. If you don't have Goblin Machine leveled up, use Bowler or Prince. Let's unleash the new best deck for the Goblin Queen's Journey and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Gigantic Goblin love to everyone that's supporting the channel with credit code SirTag. So, we got a game here. This guy's gonna have Bowler in the banner, and whenever we see Bowler, we're immediately expecting him to have a lot of splash damage. So with this type of situation, we want to be spamming our evolved skeletons split up, not in the same side. Regularly, you only drop skeletons in the same side if your opponent's going to have a big tank coming at you like Golem and you need the damage per second, which is not going to be the case here. This guy is going to spend a lot of elixir right into a log. Oh my gosh. Bro, that was a legendary log for real. I mean, it is a legendary card, but that earned its title. So I think our Demolisher is going to be our next card that we cycle. I was truly hoping that we could get a rocket off in the Dark Goblin, but it didn't work out that way. It's totally fine. We should be fine because I think it explodes on the Dark Goblin. You can use it like a miniature giant skeleton because it does so much damage. Really ridiculous in my opinion. This guy's playing extremely well. He's currently beating me right now. Imagine the disrespect, not letting me win my game. Come on, sir. Oh, wow. Spear Goblin Hut. I mean, in this game mode, it's not terrible. In regular game mode, Goblin Hut is the worst card in the game. It dies to Dagger Duchess. It's like Furnace, but it costs more elixir, so it's worthless. If Dagger Duchess is able to swiftly eliminate each goblin before it reaches the tower, there's no point of running Spear Goblins, or the evolved version of Spear Goblins, the Goblin Hut. Just is a bad card from that perspective. So our strategy right now is going to be going for Demolisher, then evolve Skeletons with Goblin Giant, and we'll see how this goes. We're trying to cook with everything we can. This is going to be a fun mission for us to go and spam everything. If I can go in for Goblin Curse like this, and the Skeletons lock on the tower, we just win. But unfortunately, the Dark Goblin put in too much work against me. It is what it is. He's probably going to pop the ability. I do think I want to go Tesla here so that I can hopefully go and kill that. And then maybe go for a log if he starts to spam more stuff. Not the end of the world because the rockets don't do 10 billion damage anymore. You know, after the nerf, it is a lot better for us. It's still not easy for us to defend by any stretch of the imagination, but it is manageable, right? All right, we're going to log this so that it will die. I don't want it to explode on my tower. And we are currently winning the game by a little bit. I mean, 500 HP is nothing to scoff at. We're going to use our Dark Goblin on defense against this onslaught of aggression from our opponent. We're going to try to turn that into a Goblin. He's going to get a Goblin. He's going to get more than one Goblin. He's going to get a couple Goblins. He's gobbling me up, man. How dare you? All right, so we do have Evolved Tesla, which is going to be a big deal. Having that card enables us to win interactions that we typically wouldn't. I'm going to go in for the Demolisher here as well. We're going to try to get the ability, and we do. So our strategy now is to go in for this, log, and then try to go for Evolved Tesla with Skeletons, because it will start to kill a lot of the Goblins, and it'll defend the other side. Wait, we did so much freaking damage. Wait, we did so much damage. If I just hold the door for, like, a few more seconds, we win. Drop the thick boy. Come on, big boy green. Oh, my goodness. Wait, dude, I have nothing. I need to stop these Goblins. I need to stop these Goblins, please. Oh! That was excruciatingly painful. Wait, we still have Skeletons alive. Game's not over till it's over. It's not over till it's over, brother. It's not over till it's over. We're going to log here. We have the Demolisher running at our opponent. We also have the ability to go and spam something with more Goblins. So if I go for like Dark Goblin here, we have a lot of stuff coming at our opponent. I think if the Dark Goblin locks on a tower and we go Curse, there's a will and a way. There is a strategy here. If I just log and I get all those Goblins, we would have won. Dang it. No. Stop. We gotta go Demolisher. Does it block? It barely blocks. It's gonna stop the Dark Goblin? There's no way I win this. There's no way I win this. That would be the most insane victory ever. He had like 4,000 HP on his freaking tower. All right, we got to go in for this. We got to go in for the Curse. We need his units now. We need his units now. I need to save the log. The giant, a Goblin Giant is almost on the tower, and the Dark Goblin finishes it off. Let's go. That's how we start the day. Not really an outplay, but we'll take it. That was one of the best comebacks ever. The difference in HP that we had at 4,000 to like 600 is excruciatingly painful for the opponent to deal with because Obviously, they just are going to take a terrible trade mentally when they lose that type of matchup. When you're that far ahead and you still lose, it's kind of crazy. So, hey, guy's got a Ram Rider. I feel like he's playing in the wrong challenge right now. I understand the Ram Rider's pretty strong after buff, and then, you know, probably going to get a very sizable nerf too. So, not necessarily going to be the best card in the world anymore, but pretty annoying to play against in the regular game modes. Okay, so we were able to annihilate the Goblin Barrel without dropping a log, which is definitely a big benefit for me. And we're not going to let his Demolisher or Machine get near my tower. The Machine is worse for us because, as you can see, if it gets anywhere near, the rockets start flying, and then your tower is dying. You can't have that happen. Also, I think dropping the Curse is okay if we can start to go and target his units, but we're not. Wait, if we get a log? Oh my goodness! Thank you for the free goblins, my guy. He's dropping the Curse on defense. We're playing Goblin Ping Pong. They were my goblins, now they're his goblins, and I guess they were his goblins at the start, so it just went full circle. Anyway, we're circling back to a defensive situation, hopefully. We can stop this? I don't know, this is looking really bad. Why are all my games awful? What's happening here? We don't want to lose games in Clash Royale. Stop it. Stop it, Goblin Giant, you're so rude. All right, well, at least we have a Goblin army, but it's gonna die. Oh, it's so tragic. Watching that getting destroyed by the Demolisher is one of the worst feelings in the world when you've spent so much to keep your units alive and you've made a massive conversion and it's just like, wait, that's not how it's supposed to go down, brother man. Anyway, we do have the giant, so we can drop that at the river. Any Goblin Giant at the bridge utilizing the Goblin Queen's ability is nice because one of the goblins will always go towards the tower. As you can see, that goblin that's locked onto the tower, the opponent's units are all targeting my Goblin Giant and the tower is targeting the Goblin Giant. Meanwhile, the Goblin Queen, miniature goblin, snagged the deal and did 1,000,000 damage to the tower there. So that's the reason why if you drop Goblin Giant at the bridge when you have the Goblin Queen ability, it's the best play in this game mode because of that one sneaky, suspicious ninja goblin that melts everything. So I would really recommend doing that play if you guys want to secure more wins in this challenge. Also, I kind of messed up with that Dark Goblin. I didn't think he was going to have the rocket lock onto that. I thought I was going to lock onto something else in the middle, but I guess it just didn't want to for whatever reason. Anyway, doesn't matter. We can go for a Tesla. The better thing about Tesla compared to Goblin Cage is Tesla's is slightly more reliable. It is able to kill air cards, so you won't end up losing to people that are playing Lava Hound. Lava Hound is a nuisance. Wait, dude, you just threw your Evolved Goblin Barrel on my tower. That is just disrespectful, my dude. I still think even if you have the Goblin Barrel evolution, it's still not great. Like, it just isn't as good. It's not near as good as the Tesla. The Tesla is just so strong. Even Evo Barbarians are probably better than Evo Goblin Barrel because the Evo Goblin Barrel only allows you to drop them concentrated on the 3 crown, which just doesn't make sense. Oh my gosh, wait, best log ever again? Say less, my guy. Do we do the Christopher Columbus? Nah, I don't think we do it. No, we have to. We have to be a little bit more aggressive. We have to be a crazy individual out here. Christopher Columbus spamming the evolved Tesla like nobody's business. Letting them know that this is our land, this is our arena, and you gotta get out of here. These games have been really chaotic recently. And this guy's a part of the Nova clan. Shout out to Nova when I was a pro player a long time ago. I actually won in King's Cup and won $5,000 playing a mobile game. I never thought I would win money playing Clash Royale, but yeah, that was one of the best experiences of my life. So fun to see someone from that clan still. All right, I'm gonna go for Skellies here in the back, and the guy is gonna go in for Musketeer. So generally when we see Musketeer and Battle Ram, it's a weird deck that we can't really anticipate what our opponent's gonna do. Because homie is likely going to go and spam everything that he has at the bridge and just have obnoxious win conditions. So instead of having the Goblin Demolisher, the guy has got the OG Goblin Demolisher, the Giant Skeleton. So he will have a bigger Death Bomb, but it will also cost a lot more elixir. And also on top of that, guess what? He doesn't get the goblins. This is a Goblin game mode, my guy. You have 0 goblins charged. Are you literally running your ladder deck or something? Like, I don't think he understands what the game mode is. How did you reach 3,200 medals in this with no goblins in your deck? I've never seen anything like that before. What a mysterious man with a plan that I don't understand. You know what? I respect it. I respect it. Maybe he doesn't need goblins. He's a strong, independent man without a need for a goblin in his life. He doesn't want the Goblin Queen as his wife. Oh my gosh, dude. Imagine just spending 4 elixir and then getting a bad trade because you don't use goblins, and then you also take a ton of damage on the other side. Like, that is the reason that you should be doing the deck that we have, and, you know, maybe you'll understand one day. So he's going to lose the fly machine, and then he's going to take a ton of damage from the machine, like dying, and then our machine attacking him. So he's got the wrong machine. Like he's got the wrong everything. He's got Barb Barrel instead of Goblin Barrel. He's got Fly Machine instead of Goblin Machine. He's got like Musketeer instead of using any range cards that we have, like the Demolisher. Like he's just wilded out here. It's so funny to see this. So it looks like we are mutilating him with our Spear Goblins, and I can go in for Skeletons on the other side and then start to spam a machine there. If he goes in for a Giant Skeleton, I mean, I guess it's kind of like a Musketeer and a Giant Skeleton mix. That's what the Goblin Demolisher is, because it's really good range, and it's also got the Death Bomb. Watch, it's going to do death damage to the Giant Skeleton. How does it taste, Giant Skeleton? How does it feel to finally get blasted by your own bomb? Oh, wait, this guy is trying to bombard me with some pretty annoying things. You know what? I think it's fine. So all we have to do is go in for Skellies here and then not get destroyed. So, yeah, we're chilling. I'm pretty confident that he's going to lose his Barbarians and then lose the game. All I need to do is be a savage and decide to go in for the Goblin Giant in the middle to secure even more damage. Let's not let him get away with just losing one tower. We want him to lose two out here. Oh, he left. No, he didn't. He's still trying. He's still trying. But he is dying nonetheless. Oh my gosh. I would have 3-crowned you if I just had like 2 more seconds to drop a Demolisher and get the Spring of Goblins. Just jumping all over your base, there is nothing that you would have. You would just get erased. We're only 200 trophies away. Kind of cool. Smeef, what's up? All right, so definitely want to go in for Dark Goblin with the amplification of the Goblin Curse because it does a ridiculous amount of damage that way. It's like I don't even need Tesla on defense. I can just use the Goblin Curse and the Dark Goblin, convert his units to our team, and wreck him that way. Watch how I'm able to melt this Goblin Giant. It's going to be insane. So we're going to go Curse here. We're going to go for Skeletons off to the side, and then we're going to force an Arrows. So he took so much damage on his cards that he felt compelled to kill that Dark Goblin as fast and efficiently as he could. Because if he didn't, he was going to lose the game. It's kind of cool to be able to trigger your opponent to do that type of play. All right, also, we are so freaking close to getting the Goblin Giant. But when I get Goblin Giant, you already know that is going to be our strategy and way to win. I really, really want to get that. I also ended up dropping the Goblin Machine because I don't want that Demolisher to rampage towards my tower. I'm not a huge fan of losing to that thing. Also, the bats will eventually die here, which is huge. And I can go for a Curse. Why not? Because we're going to steal his stuff anyway, and then we're going to get more Goblins with it. We have an abundance of Goblins. Goblins are everywhere. All your base belong to me. Goblins are overwhelming. It's not the planet of the apes, guys. It's the planet of the Goblins. And we're planting amazing interactions in every single situation. So I want to be able to go and drop a Goblin Giant at the bridge because I don't think he has much besides like a Goblin Gang. And I would love to be able to kill that with a log. Oh, he's got archers. Well, that's interesting. I really wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I haven't seen archers in this game mode in a while. And the only time that I think it would make sense is if you don't have any other evolution and you kind of have to play it. Also, Dark Goblin ready to wreck the Demolisher. Okay, so I kind of need to go for the machine here. And then I definitely do want to go Curse. I think that's going to be our best way of winning this interaction. If I don't go Curse, it will be the worst. Oh, baby. Beautiful.
It was at this moment that he knew. He up.
He stole my Goblin and turned into a Goblin for him. My Dark Goblin lost his little blower, and then he got a stab thing instead. Yo, he got demoted to a 2 elixir card. That must feel tragic. Like, you're like, I've worked my entire life to become a Dark Goblin. I've risen through the ranks, and then I get stuck with being a stupid stab goblin with a sword. It really is like a sword to the heart when that happens, eh? All right, we're gonna go in for the Goblin Machine, and then we're just gonna drop it up top so we can pull all this stuff. Definitely want to continuously bombard him with more cards so we can get more goblins in his face. Oh, the damage amplification with evolved skeletons. How fast does he lose that Goblin Giant? That was insane. Holy heck. The skeletons are still going. Can we 3-crown him? Genuinely was so close, but we have a Dark Goblin now with more Goblin Queen Goblins. And because he doesn't have arrows in cycle, he might get 3-crowned. There's a stark chance that it might be a reality. Please demolish your spam. No! You were right in the face of your explosion. You were gonna faceplant on the base, and you didn't make it happen. You absolute utter disappointment. Sometimes cards just aren't supposed to live up to their full potential. But maybe Clash Royale will add an evolved Goblin Demolisher that jumps on towers. Or maybe for the small price of 10 million gems, you can level it up to level 18. Oh man, I'm giving Clash Royale ideas. I should just stop. Then we're going to go Demolisher in the back, and we're playing against Kronos, who is obviously someone that is quite legendary if you know any Greek god fables. So I'm a little bit scared. This guy might end up locking me up like Percy Jackson out here. I hope he's like not going to go and steal my purse. We have a whole bunch of elixir. We have to spend our stuff. And, well, that's pretty bad for him. He is in a horrible position. I'm going to go Dark Goblin with Skeletons just to flex on him a little bit, because the Skeletons are going to tank for this Dark Goblin so we get more damage. And he's already down at half of our tower. Imagine getting cut and shredded to half of where we are. So I want to go for, I think, Goblin Giant, because it might make the bar full, and then we can go Demolisher. You want to drop the card that has the highest elixir count first, so then the next card can trigger it. If you drop like the 4 elixir card, you might be stuck at like 18 elixir, right? But if you drop a 6 elixir card, you're likely going to hit the 20 a little bit easier, right? So you don't want to overflow with Goblin Spent. You always want to make sure that you hit 20 exactly, so you maximize the Goblin economy. Because it takes 20 elixir exactly for you to get the Goblin ability from the Goblin Queen's Journey, the game mode that we're in right now. So that's it. You want to end up maximizing that. Also, I mean, we might lose a tower here. We are playing against Lava Hound Balloon, which is objectively one of the more difficult matchups for most people because most people don't have anti-air defense. But since we have Tesla, it's not the worst thing in the world. Also, Dark Goblin with the amplification of the Goblin Curse allows you to defend. So, like, I'm in a pretty good spot. This is one of those matchups that you guys are always telling me, like,
Jake, how are you supposed to win this? I don't get it.
But it's not that bad. Trust. It is possible. We're going to go for a Demolisher here, and we're also going to go and spring some Skeletons at him. And then I think that the Skeletons might hurt him a lot. It's going to be very hard for him to defend. He's dropping a Valkyrie, but it's not able to lock into the Skellies on the other side. He's freaking out. He freaked out and dropped Bats. Huge value. First, go Goblin Machine to block. Didn't work his plan, but it's fine. It's always calculated out here all the time. Especially if he can go and pull back the balloon and then go in for Skeletons here afterward. And then possibly just defend with the Dark Goblin, right? We have so much damage. Our cards are ridiculously overpowered. These Goblin cards, even if they're not built to counter air cards, if they just shoot the air cards, that's kind of all you need, honestly. We're going to go for the Curse. We could go Evo Tesla, so then we are able to kill the Bats, the Valkyrie, and the Balloon. It's going to pop up twice, which is huge. And then I don't think he's breaking through that. Like, I don't know what he's trying to do right now. I don't understand why he's spending so much elixir. He's crazy. He's actually insane out here. He's a mad lad. So we won. GG. Oh, I thought he took 2 towers. I'm stupid. Now I understand. That was his last push of desperation. The game was so easy that I didn't really believe it. Guy's gonna immediately go in for a Goblin Barrel. Well, unfortunately, our towers are level 14, so it takes us a while to kill the goblins. But it's still fine. We can go and spam a Goblin Giant at our dude and maybe go in for a Goblin Curse, depending on what he does. Yo, where to steal his princess? He messed up. He messed up. He messed up so bad there. That's huge, because usually you should Inferno Tower first, so the Goblin Giant locks onto the Inferno Tower. But the boss, he got turned into the employee as he sold his best possible price to us. An Inferno Tower and a princess, which is, you know, a solid 8 elixir investment into our 6 elixir Goblin Giant. So I'll take that type of trade all day long. We're going to go for Demolisher with our Skeletons, and we probably take a little bit of damage, but it's not the end of the world. Also, I'm incredibly close to bombarding my opponent with goblins at the bridge. So I kind of want to do this. If I go in for a Goblin Giant, that would be fun, but literally like cycling that in the back the most out of everything, just because I want to build up bigger pushes. But I think in this position where we end up having a ability, we want to drop it at the bridge. Always drop it at the bridge when you have the ability, because one goblin, as per usual, will go towards the tower. So it forces him to not just drop building, but he also has to drop units. Those units are getting turned into goblins for us. Let's go! Easy, easy victory, and it's not even close to like the 3 crown yet, but it will be in a second. Where we can go Demolisher and then go for Skeletons, and this guy is chirping like a chicken because he got balked. He got destroyed. And the Skeletons are swarming the other side of the Valkyrie. No matter where he tries to defend, he's still going to meet his inevitable end. Look at him go. He's trying to go in for like Spear Goblins and Goblin Gang on defense, but they're just getting turned to our team. That's why Evolved Skeletons are broken in this game mode. They're so good since opponents will be wasting their spells on all of your goblins. Then when the Evolved Skeletons can flourish for 1 elixir and 3 crown, they're probably not going to be very prepared for that. Even if they go for a Valkyrie on one side, they can't counter the Skeletons that are split in the other one. Despite having Valkyrie, the boss got demoted by a 1 elixir skeleton. We're legitimately getting like 13, 11, 11, 11, 11 trophies per win. It is the no trophies for you update in Clash Royale, where it is almost impossible to progress. I'm just trying to reach 3,400 trophies, and we are not getting anything from any match. Yo, this guy's got Dagger Duchess in the banner, but he's not allowed to use that tower today. So we're probably gonna go for the Goblin Machine as the best play with our hand. And he is not gonna be cycling much, but he does have level 15 towers. I refuse to upgrade it because I'm not using the Goblin Tower in regular game modes. Like, it's the same thing as the Princess Tower. It's just like spending elite wild cards for a skin, which I really don't want to do. This guy is way more pay to win than us. I guess like pay for no advantage, maybe. Anyway, we're going to be dropping our Tesla. We can go in for Dark Goblin as well if we need to, but I definitely want to go for Tesla first and foremost, and then go in for Tesla. Goblins are going to come through from our opponent eventually, I assume, right? Our Dark Goblin doesn't get logged. It doesn't walk into the log. If you drop it like near the King Tower, it will stay alive. So you guys look at our situation with our tower health, and you're like, well, Jake, you're losing by a lot. And I kind of would agree with you, but there is one big benefit that we have. He hasn't dropped many Goblin cards, and we have. So I have this ginormous benefit of going in for a Goblin Giant, and then he has no Goblin Queen ability, but I do. So this is how we want to play the game. We want to be spamming at 6 elixir, spam in the right-hand side, because that's where we want him to get counter push. Not on the side where he's gotten any of his damage, but on the side that he doesn't want to be defending. So this is hilarious, because the Goblin Giant locks tower, we force out an Inferno Dragon that will definitely die, and then we can capitalize and kill his wizard. I think I want to go in for skeletons, because it is going to be a little bit cheaper, and then I will be able to defend here with the Tesla on the balloon. A lot of people right now, especially as you get higher, are running balloon, but since I have Tesla instead of any other building, I'm able to defend against the balloon and beat Lava Hound players, beat balloon players without any worries. Also, again, like, we've already went for one cycle, and we also have the exact same amount of Goblin energy as him. I'm going to go Goblin Demolisher here. I could go for Goblin Giant on the other side, but I don't want to overcommit too hard. I think this is a good position for us to be in, and if I extend too hardcore, I could end up throwing that away. Especially with a Goblin Machine locking onto the tower and guaranteeing us damage like that. It's nice to see. We can go in for the Goblin Giant again. We have a really good position where we can machine, and then we can go in for the Curse. And then I think that we can get goblins at our opponent because we have the ability, right? And then we can start turning his barbarians to our team. And then we can go for a demolisher here for even more damage. And then we can go for a dark goblin. We can go for evolved skeletons to go and counter his obnoxious spam. And I think we're fine here because the skeletons should be able to move around. They are going to die, but it's still okay. They are going to die, but it's still okay. We can go in for another goblin giant off to the side and then try to apply more pressure with a log and a curse. I wonder if we can turn those into goblins. If we can, we might just win the game. It looks like we're stealing them and turning them into goblins for our team. Let's freaking go, baby. All right, we have a evolved Tesla, so it's not the end of the world if he decides to spam me. Even if he's going to have something aggressive, I think I'm still in a decent spot. All right, so we're going to go in for our Tesla here. We're also going to go in for the Demolisher as well. And I can go for the Curse just because I don't want to take that much damage. We need the Tesla to be able to kill the balloon, so definitely a good position for us to be in, where he doesn't have that much elixir, and he has to defend against the machine, and also the Demolisher, and also the Goblin Giant. So it's just a lot of stuff that he has to worry about. Now we can go for skeletons, and I'm pretty confident that the Goblin Giant just wins us the game. If not, I'd be shocked. Yeah, easy win. GG. We jump on to the next one, and we're beating every balloon deck that usually is dominating this challenge, all because we changed one card. Cage, you are now in a prison while the Tesla is out, living large, and thriving in this deck. Look at all of that. 11. 8 trophies on the last one. Clash Royale is scamming me right now. That's insane. He's going to go Goblin Barrel, which is not a good win condition in this match at all. Like, it is pretty trash, honestly. Like, I would look at Goblin Barrel, I'd be like, not bad. Not a bad thing for us to play into. We can go Demolisher, and then we're in a very phenomenal spot where we have a huge counter push with a Goblin Giant, Goblin Demolisher, and then he's going to go P.E.K.K.A. But we might even be able to kill it if we Dark Goblin and then go Curse on it just to amplify our damage. Because we have 3 things targeting it. Well, I guess if you go and count the Spear Goblins as 2 things, we would have more than 3 things. But, you know, regularly we only have 3. We're going to go for a log on the Battle Ram so the Barbarians get damaged. If you kill the Battle Ram with the log, the Barbarians also get hit by the log to knock back. And then also you damage them as well. So it's just a pretty good thing to do if you guys don't know. Now you know. We're going to Demolisher here so we can kill the goblins a little bit quicker. We are losing by like 900 damage. But hey, I'm kind of used to losing and then bouncing back. If you guys remember any of the games that we've played today, we've been down and out and we've bounced back every time. So I feel like that's the strat. That's the way that we want to play. That's where we get our best gameplay, I guess. Or maybe our best luck. So, I'm going to go in for Goblin Giant at the bridge with the Goblin Machine. Definitely a good position for us to be in. I can do it. We can do it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Believe in miracles. Also, it's not really a miracle if we can go curse and steal all of his goblins. Like, watch. This is going to be insane. And he's going to get 3 crowns. My guy is going to get blown away. Oh, we are the pirate ship. Commandeering everything you own. All your gold belongs to us. This arena, you see the swords and the treasure? It's all mine. I'm going to go machine in the back. Going directly into the executioner is generally not a good decision, but if we go opposite lane, I think the opponent might not be prepared. Fortunately for us, this guy is going to go and drop barbarians as well, so he's spending a bunch of extra elixir that I don't think he should be spending. I'm going to log, and I'm not going to go and drop our Goblin Curse yet, because I think that that would be a little bit of an overextension. Instead, I'm going to go and delicately drop skeletons, and then try to figure something out afterward. This Tesla isn't going to give us much, but the stupid Demolisher always explodes, giving you value to clean up Valkyries, or, you know, not have to spend any elixir to clean up because it does so much damage. Like, typically, I think that you should have to defend against a Valkyrie that kills your card, but if you're able to do destructive damage to it, and then not have to worry about it, it's a much better vibe. All right, so I could go opposite lane here, but I also have to worry about a Sparky. I don't have the evolved Tesla just yet, so a little bit annoying, but what we can do is maybe like one of these. I don't love this position, but if we go in for a Goblin Giant, I wonder if we're able to defend this with just like a Dark Goblin. Okay, I mean, maybe. If we go Dark Goblin, and then the Sparky gets isolated, this is like not the worst thing in the world. Like, I've seen worse for sure. Not great, but it's not terrifyingly terrible. We're also going to go in for a log and start turning his cards into goblins, maybe. And then we might be okay. Also, if we go Demolisher here, I think we might just 3 crown. I don't know, because it's going to do so much damage to the Sparky where the Dark Goblin is going to stay alive. And look at that, the Demolisher hit the 3 crown. That's what I was talking about. I was so confident that I was able to defend that because the Goblin Demolisher death damage is crazy. It's in so much work. And I don't think this guy has anything besides Barbarians. So maybe he's not going to be able to get back to them. Hopefully he doesn't. If he doesn't, he loses. We're going to go Curse. And the Valkyrie's going to die. If that Goblin Giant gets a couple hits on the tower, we just win. We need like 1 more. Okay, that's really, really good. He also lost the Executioner too. So I bet he goes like Elixir Golem or something crazy in the middle. Like, this guy seems like the type of player to try to go bombard me with an Elixir Golem right now. I'm going to go blast him with the Demolisher, the Goblins on both sides, and Evolve Skeletons. So I wonder if the Evolve Skeletons can latch onto the Barbarians and reach the King Tower. I think so. Yeah, let's go. Wait, they weren't even able to. I think we won before that. It's too easy out here. Sometimes it's too easy.
Play of the game.
Wow, we're playing against Feet. Why do you love Feet? That is not good. We'll give you defeat. You can have that. That is the one thing I'll never understand in life. All right, we're going to go in for a Goblin Giant, and, well, I think he is definitely not in a great position where we can curse on the Valkyrie and possibly kill it.
Y'all, I'm with the Suicide Squad. I'm with the Suicide Squad.
Oh my gosh. There's no way he just dropped bats into that too. Wow, I guess he was playing on an Aerosine all along, but that was a waste of elixir, so we'll take it. What do we do here? Maybe go Goblin Machine. Yeah, I think we go Goblin Machine. We could go Dark Goblin as well. We are hard chilling, dudes. Wait, there's no way he stops this, right? He's going to try to go for a log, but he's taking so much damage to the right. Yeah. That's what I anticipated. And then my stupid freaking Demolisher thing blasts it all again. It's insane. It's blowing me away with its value that it gets when it blows everything to bits. It's pretty ridiculous, actually. We're going to try to get Evolved Skeletons, maybe. Go for a Demolisher on the right-hand side. Playing aggressive in this type of game mode is generally beneficial for you because it's so hard to defend the Goblin Curse. And the Goblin cards are all overpowered. Oh my gosh, dude. Like, it's just crazy. Like, you're dropping bad cards. You're dropping Goblin Cage comparatively to my Curse. Goblin Cage isn't a terrible card by any stretch of the imagination. It's really good in the earlier stages of this Goblin journey, but it's pretty bad as you get into the later stages where, you know, people are running balloons. You need Tesla, or, you know, maybe you could just be spamming more Goblin Machines or Goblin Demolishers that are just better cards, right? So it's funny that our opponents are falling prey to us like that. I can go for Skellies here as well, and I think I just 3-crown. This is such an easy win. No resistance. He's dead, man. You know what? He tasted defeat. He got what he asked for. You know, this is what he wanted all along, guys. His name is finally formed in fruition. So, rooted in reality, Mr. Feet, taste defeat. We're jumping to the next one, and it is a gorgeous W. We'll just keep going. I'm loving the level, like, 8 trophy boost. Wait, if we win this next one, we're at 400. We need it. 3,400 with this win. We have won every single game in a row, non-stop winning, getting 8 trophies all the way up. This is it. We got it. I need it. So I'm going to go in for the Goblin Giant in the back, and he's going to try to ransack me with this knight. I wish we could steal the sword from the knight and throw it in the backdrop. You guys see behind our opponent's enemy king tower. That was where all the fallen knight swords go. It's unfortunate that this knight is not already, relinquished his weapons and just allowed us to win the game immediately. All right, so I can't lose. I haven't lost yet. I'm not allowed to lose this game. It would be so heartbreaking if I lost this one. I'm going to go Dark Goblin. We should be able to kill this Inferno Dragon. I hope he doesn't have a spell. Even if he... Okay, Balloon. Let's go for Skeletons. Not great, not great, not great. This is actually really bad. Do I lose? I hope not, because it might one-shot my Tesla. Oh, it didn't. Thank goodness. Tesla, you were still alive and barely breathing, and you hung on for dear life there. That was extraordinarily scary. Wait, what if I get 7 trophies? Because he's got lower trophy count than me. There's no way I get less than 5. If I get less than 5, I'm literally going to cry. I'm going to go and call Supercell up. I'll be like, you guys are monsters. You're goblins yourselves. Oh, all right. What do we do? I just want the Dark Goblin to, okay, not die. And it definitely did not do that. It died. All right, so do we go Goblin Machine and going for Evolved Skeletons? Because I'm pretty sure the Bowler is not that scary. Let's go Goblin Machine here. I don't want to split Evolved Skeletons right now. It just doesn't make sense. Unless he drops cards that we want to split Evolved Skeletons into. Let's drop Demolisher here because it does kill. It's not going to give him good value with the barbs. Okay, Balloon it is. The Balloon brother. All right, we're going to go in for our Goblin Curse so we can kill his cards a little bit quicker. And even if you go in for arrows, I think I'm okay because...
My soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers rain.
There's no way. There's no shot that that thing is going to do enough. I love that he just let the Goblin Demolisher unsupervised. Bro, that was a super bad play. My bro's going to get fired from being a mall cop after that one. That was insane. That was so funny. Oh, we went on a shopping spree, and he's in misery. All right, wait. We can do one of these, where we go for the Goblin Machining the other side, but I don't think that's it. I think we try to defend the spam that he's about to do with the Balloon. He has to go for the Balloon in the left-hand side. Every single person, I swear, has like watched other YouTubers' videos on like running Balloon with all their decks, and it's just the wrong way to play. You just run Evolved Tesla and you pop off. Like, as you can see, my deck is just simply superior. Nothing beats this deck. Evolved Tesla is broken. All right, we're going to go for Dark Goblin here. And then, yeah, I mean, this is going to be another win and added to our collection, probably. Look at the Demolisher. It's going to explode on the Inferno Dragon. I'm evil at this point. I really feel it. I feel being evil, but I love it. It's a good feeling, guys. We're a sinister Sir out here. All right, so we're going to do this. As long as we don't misclick and Evolve Tesla, we're totally fine. And we don't miss out here. All right. He's going to get the surprise of getting crushed by the Goblin Curse. And then we're going to go in for the Dark Goblin. Away from the Bowler Ball, please. Yeah, Dark Goblin. No, Dark Goblin, what happened? Why'd you decide to die? Oh my gosh, this game is taking forever, but I think we'll eventually win it. Jeez, we're just going to keep dropping Goblin Machines in the back because it does do damage to the Balloon, which is a little bit better for us. We're going to go for Goblin Demolisher here. Hit him up with the Tesla. I think I have to do anything else, but I am going to go for the Curse just to guarantee that we kill the Balloon. It does do a lot more damage that way. And then we can go in for a Goblin Giant on the other side. We're splitting lane pressure, and he's splitting his hairs because he doesn't know what to do. Yo, you're dead. Look at the rocket. Look at the rocket. Look at the beautiful rocket. It was ready to blast and crash you, but I guess we have to win with another one. Goblin Machine, Goblin Demolisher. I choose you. You're my favorite Pokemon. Oh my gosh. It is poking and prodding in every which way and forcing our opponent to arrow his cards, and eventually he's going to get overwhelmed. This is why you can't run a Balloon deck that doesn't have Goblin cards, because Gobs and goblins are going to come at you full force. You're not going to have a magical goblins vacuum cleaner to suck them up and exterminate them easily. We unlocked the new special emote. The Goblin Queen looks madly menacing here. The Goblin Queen hoarding all the trophies to herself was insanely greedy, but even that couldn't stop us from rushing all the way to the top. Let me know down below in the comment section what was the lowest amount of trophies you guys got.
Before we attack each other and tear ourselves to shreds like a pack of maniacs, let's just open the sack first and see what's actually in it.
Hi. Okay, it's worth it.
Throw some goblins at the like button if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe for more daily content, and have an incredible rest for your day.